and today I am happy to welcome you to another episode of Call with Annie. Today, we are going to discuss understanding the basic of financial independence. In today's episode, my guest, Mr. David, will share his valuable knowledge, advice, and powerful insight that will help you to understand the financial independence. So, without any delay, let's begin our today episode. Welcome to my show, David.
Walaikum assalam. Thanks for having me on call with Annie. Excited to be. Financial independence is such a game changer. I'm pumped to dive into it with you and your audience. Let's break it down in a way that's easy to get and actually useful. So where do you want to kick things off?
Yes, my first question is what is financial independence? Kindly define it for my viewers.
Great question, Adif. Financial independence basically means having enough income or savings to cover your living expenses without needing to rely on a regular paycheck. In other words, you're free to make choices without money stress holding you back. It's not just about being rich, it's about having control over your time and options. For example, some people achieve it through smart saving, investing, or building side hustles that generate passive income. What's your take on it so far?
In my point of view, financial independence means having enough money to save or invest so you can cover your living expenses without depending on a job or dependent on the person. So we balance your expenditures in a proper or calculated way.
Exactly, Adif. Balancing your expenses is a huge part of it. It's about knowing where your money goes, cutting down on unnecessary stuff, and making sure what you save or invest grows over time. Think of it like building a steady engine that runs even when you're not actively working. That way, you're not just surviving paycheck to paycheck, but actually moving toward freedom. Do you think most people are aware of how important expense tracking is?
Yes, the new generation, especially the educated person, are very much think about the financial independence and financial controlling. I think that they plan for their future and the present one, and both the decision are beneficially for the person who are involving in it directly or indirectly. Okay, moving to the next question: why is financial independence important? What is your opinion?
Totally agree with you. It's great to see younger folks, especially the educated crowd, getting serious about this stuff early on. As for financial independence is important, I'd say it's all about freedom and peace of mind. When you're financially independent, you're not stuck in a job you hate just to pay bills. You can take risks like starting a business or going back to school without the constant fear of losing income. Plus, it reduces stress and lets you focus on what really matters: family, hobbies, personal growth. What about you, Adif? What's your biggest reason for valuing financial independence?
Yes, in my point of view, it gives you the freedom, reduce your stress, and allow you to make life better or smoother without any worried about the money. Because in our life, everything is happens in next to us, and we will be prepared for the upcoming hazards, accidents, or some uneven reactions from the peoples. Uh, so the importance of financially background or financially back balance or financially amount in your hand is so much important that you can perform your action without worried about the money. Okay, the next question is what is the first step towards financial independence?
Spot on, Adif. Having that financial cushion really lets you act without stress, like you're in control, not money. As the first step, I'd say it's getting a clear picture of your current finances. That means tracking your income, expenses, debt, and savings, no sugarcoating. Once you know where you stand, you can create a realistic budget that achievable goals. It's like mapping your route before a road trip. Without that, you're just driving blind. What do you think? Add anything to that first step?
Yes, the first step is understanding your incomes and compare it with your expenditures, and then find out the difference. Control your expenditures and begin saving the amount. It will be very helpful for you in the upcoming future when you need the money very much. What is budgeting?
Nailed out if that's exactly it. Budgeting is basically the tool that helps you keep that control. It's a plan for how you want to spend and save your money over a certain period, usually a month. You set limits for different categories like rent, food, entertainment, and savings. The goal is to make sure you don't spend more than you earn and that you're putting some money aside for the future. Think of it like a game plan for your cash flow. Without a budget, it's easy to lose track and overspend. Have you tried budgeting yourself, or do you know people who swear by it?
Yes, David, I try my best for plan my budgeting, but in today era where the expenditure is very much expand and our income is as compared to our expenditure is low, so it is not easy to save some money, but every person try to save some amount and keep in your hand. It will be very helpful for you at the time when you need it. Why is saving money important? Take your review.
True that, Adif, when expenses keep rising and income up, saving can be tough. But even small amounts add up over time, and having that emergency stash is a game changer. Saving money is important because it gives you options and security. It's your backup for unexpected stuff like medical bills, car repairs, or sudden job changes. Plus, savings can be the seed money for investments that grow your wealth and move you closer to financial independence. Without savings, you're basically one crisis away from serious stress. And hey, thanks for the reminder, taking care of yourself is key in all this. How do you like unwind or recharge when things get hectic?
Yes, it is a very difficult condition when you are stuck between the problem, uneven reactions or uneven things happens. It is very difficult position for a person to handle it and solve it properly and more betterly. I tried my best. The emergency funding and the saving for money for the time of emergency is keeping practice in my every month salary, which will be very happy, will be very helpful me in future. Okay, what is an emergency funding mean?
You're doing the right thing, Adif, setting aside a bit every month bills that emergency fund slowly but surely. It's a financial life jacket. Emergency funding is money you specifically save to cover unexpected expenses that can't wait, like sudden medical bills, urgent car repairs, or even temporary loss of income. The idea is to have enough saved to cover 3 to 6 months worth of essential living costs, so you don't have to borrow or stress when life throws a curveball. Do you have a target amount you're aiming for in your emergency fund? Or do you just save what you can each month?
Yes, at the starting of each month, I try to save 10% of uh, my income or my salary as a saving fund for my future or for uh, in case of emergency. How much should you save in
That's a
an emergency fund? What is your opinion?
good question, Adif. The general advice I follow is to have about 3 to 6 months worth of essential living expenses saved up in your emergency fund. That means stuff like rent or mortgage, utilities, groceries, transportation, basically what you need to keep your life running if your income stops for a while. The exact amount depends on your personal situation. If you have a stable job, maybe 3 months is enough. If your income is less predictable, aiming for 6 months or more is safer. What's your take? Do you feel like you're closer to that target or still building up?
Yes, the saving for 3 to 6 months is properly suitable and can easily be achievable. But the long-term plan is not being find out with a small amount of income and a large expensive schedule in every month. So thank you very much, David, for your wonderful opinions and advice. I will be right back in next episode with a new and interesting topic. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.